in the following weeks. It was hard to tell how much the Empire's situation was shifting, but one thing was certain. Changes were happening. With the death of their ringleaders, the Imperial Liberation Front's campaign of terror was finally over. And in recognition of our actions in Ruhr and at Corellia Fortress, all of us in Class 7 were invited to Valflame Palace. There, we were granted the honor of an audience with His Majesty the Emperor, Eugent III, along with Empress Priscilla, the mother of Princess Alphen and Crown Prince Cedric. But no sooner had we been thanked than we came face to face with the leaders of the factions that divided the nation. The heads of the 4 great houses who rule their vast provinces with absolute authority, and the Chancellor and his close ally Governor Regnitz, who brought reforms to Heimdall and expanded the railways. Both sides were quick to offer us words of praise, but just as quickly turned to criticize each other's role in the crisis. Eventually, His Majesty was forced to step in and rebuke both sides, clearly disgusted by their behavior. As it stood, the terrorists' defeat made it difficult for their supposed supporters in the Noble faction to act openly, while Crossbell's push for independence was causing enough of a stir over there to keep the reformists busy. With both sides tied up, it looked like the Empire was in for a long overdue respite from its perpetual conflict. We'd finally gotten all the details for our concert performance worked out, and Elliot announced that we'd be doing 2 songs, a duet between Machias and Eustace, and a solo by Emma. To no one's surprise, all 3 of them were quick to raise objections. But after Crow and Elliot explained their choices and how their master plan would win over the audience, the rest of the class was totally on board, leaving our new vocalists to resign themselves to the inevitable. Unfortunately, with the good times came some sad news as well.
Alright, I will leave it here to say welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is of course Cold Steel. With that kind of opening, I just want to let Rean speak and tell us what happened. From the end of the whole mining situation in Ruhr until where we are right now. The beginning of our preparations for our festival, let's say, chores, our performance, so yes. And of course, what will that sad news be? Let's continue on.
It turned out that Marquis Ragnar was furious at Angelica for her part in what we did at the mine, and as a result, she was forced to leave the academy. Contrary to the official statement, her withdrawal was to be permanent.
Damn, and she just did what was right. Just because it was against what the Noble factions wanted to happen there, she now is not allowed to join the academy anymore. I hope we still see her in the future, that it isn't the last time we see Angelica, because she is a great character.
Before she left, she asked me if I'd look after the orbital bike for her.
Of course we will.
At first, I didn't want to. It felt like I'd be accepting that she'd be gone. But after thinking it over, I finally agreed. With so much going on, we decided to take Prince Olivert up on his proposal of a brief vacation north in Ymir. It proved to be quite an eventful trip, and it really drove home just how much we'd come to mean to each other. I'd tell you all about it, but we'd be here for hours. Maybe another time.
Ah, come on, let me play that part. I would love to play for a couple of hours, just having a nice old vacation with the gang in Ymir. In Rean's home country. Really.
Anyway.
That's basically what happened the last couple of days. Well, month. Festival prep day 1. This got to be really close to the actual festival, isn't it?
Could I have your attention, please? It's another great day. Perfect weather to start bringing all your great festival ideas to life. Some of you have been preparing since last month, and some even longer. I know you're all itching to get started. So without further ado, I hereby declare the first day of festival preparation begun. Time to start setting up! We have today and tomorrow, but try not to leave any work until tomorrow night unless you really have to. All right, everyone, let's do this, and stay safe out there.
All the preparations, just the adjustment to the gates, the banners, the stands, everything. It's gonna be an amazing festival, isn't it? I want to thank you for all the efforts you've put in over these last 2 weeks, everyone. Well, at least things are really coming together now. It's been an exhausting 2 weeks, though. You said it. I don't think I realized how much work this would have involved. Yeah, Elliot is a merciless taskmaster when it comes to music. It's like he's unleashed the beast within. Sorry, I just really want this performance to be the best it can be. Don't worry about it. Given the short time we had to prepare, I shudder to think what our band would sound like without your guidance. Yeah, I'm sure it'll sound great. Well, the songs are coming together quite nicely, I admit. We aren't seriously going to do that, are we? Ah, come on, give it up already. Emma's song really is sounding great. Agreed. I'm sure you'll be quite the sight on stage once you put you in your outfit. The boys will be all under your spell. Oh, you guys, this is not the kind of pressure I need right now. I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised at Machias and Uses. Who knew they'd work so perfectly together? And to think, at the outset I doubted they had it in them to actually cooperate. Yep, and now look at them, groaning together in perfect harmony. But that's the worst part! Ah, speak for yourself. I never felt so humiliated in my life. Sounds like you're all having such a gosh darn good time, I almost hate to interrupt. Just want to let you know that principal's given you permission to use the old schoolhouse. You're all free to use it for rehearsal or whatever you need all the way through to the end of tomorrow. Really? Phew, that's a weight off our shoulders. And there's only so much of our performance we can practice in the music room limited space. Yeah, and Class 1's been hogging the auditorium all to themselves. Well, considering they're performing an operetta, I'm not sure where else they could practice. Well, the first floor of the old schoolhouse should be a fine makeshift auditorium, as far as our practice needs to go. It's even got the stage area. What more could we ask for? Sounds like a great solution to me. Though every time I step through those doors, I'm always reminded of our first day of school. The first of many deceptions by a certain instructor. I'm afraid the statute of limitations has expired on that one. You know, a little birdie told me 2 people who might be in this room right now had a rather, intimate experience that day. Ooh, tell me. Well... Oh, it's nothing worth mentioning. How did he find out about that anyway? Well, shall we go our separate ways for today then? Yeah, our costumes should be coming in this evening, so I think we're fine spending today helping with the setup and decorations. Might as well pitch in while we can. I'm guessing tomorrow's schedule just as rehearsal written in every blank. True, it seems right to spend today helping out other club members. Guess we oughta. Were you planning on helping Toa with any last-minute student council stuff, Rean? Yeah, the student council has been totally swamped these last few days, so I figured I'd lend them a hand. I was thinking of looking in on the old schoolhouse while I was out making the rounds too. That would be helpful. Even though we'll just be using the first floor, we should make sure nothing has shifted around in there. Well, if you're gonna make a sweep of the place, just ring me on my Arcus. I'd be happy to tag along. Okay, thanks. Sounds like you've got a lot on your plates. All I can say is, good luck. I'll probably be patrolling the campus, so just let me know if anything happens. I'll give you guys a call when the costumes come in. I really want us to at least try those on today, just to make sure they all fit. If you wouldn't mind taking care of this stuff for me, I'd really appreciate it. No problem, glad to help out. Received the Student Council task for October. Alright. And you might hear a little bit of drilling. I'm trying to edit it out as much as I can, but timing. Reread the comments. We're doing a special feature here at the Radio Trista at the Academy Festival, but we're running a little short on comments. Anyone want to collect the ones we need? For more specifics, come see me in the Radio Trista building. Michael, director at Radio Trista. We can easily do that. Mail mix-up? Our class received a package that clearly wasn't meant for us. We want to get it, whichever class ordered it, but we're too swamped with our preparation to ask around. Could someone deliver this for us? We'll be outside class second year classroom prepared for the festival. Please, come see us if you can help. Bridget, year 1. And our mandatory one. A number of students have yet to collect their permission slips to serve food and drink at the festival. Given that it's imperative that everyone's doing so as a slip, I need them delivered today. For more details, speak to me in the infirmary. Instructor Beatrix. I figured they'd probably all be related to the festival in some way. The shops in Trista do seem pretty keen on helping out though, and that's really nice of them. Yeah, they do that every year. The radio station even doing a little something for us too. Alright, I'll see what I can do to keep the ball rolling in town then. Great, that'll be a great help. Oh, but remember not to neglect your concert practice, okay? Crow's been telling me about it. It sounds like you guys are really pulling out all the stops. That's the idea, yeah, but we haven't started group rehearsals yet. Most of us have family coming in to watch them. So for better or worse, we're going to give it all we've got. By the way, did you think Angelica will be able to make it? Well... Sorry, I guess it's not looking too hopeful then, huh? I just don't know. I've tried calling the Marquis household, but it won't even let me talk to her. But still, this is Angie we're talking about. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry, Angie would never break a promise. Besides, you guys are all here. Crow's here, George here. I'm sure she'll be here too. That's why we need to make this festival a big success. I want Angie to forget the bad times for a little while and have fun. And I know your concert will be part of that too. Well, when you put it like that, I want to do whatever I can to make it a good time for her. Besides, as your follow-up act, we'd look bad if we were just cheering just as loudly for us. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store. Toa! Oh, sorry about it, but it looks like some of the materials we ordered are going to get here late. If we don't do something, it's going to throw a hitch into our preparations. Okay, I'll take another look at the schedule and see if we can rearrange things a bit. Oh, sorry, Rean, but it looks like duty calls. Good luck preparing for our concert. Thanks. Well, no sense in just standing around here. We've got a lot to do and less time than I'd like to do it in. Our outfits are going to show up this evening too, so I'll have to try and get as much as I can finished up before then. Okay, let's get going. Alright, well, since there is somebody working really close to me, I'm going to go inside the main building first, so we can go talk to everyone there. But we will skip the office of Beatrix until we're done with talking to everyone and doing all the optional side quests first. And of course whatever hidden stuff we can find along the way. Okay, while I was taking a small little break to let my neighbor do all his drill work, I thought of a plan on how we're gonna attack this, because we have a lot of places we can go to. I can imagine, since we have a optional quest at the radio station, we have Trista with the Academy, and if you just look on this floor alone how many people are here, there is a lot of people we need to talk to. So I came up with a plan. What I'm gonna do is, in the main building right now, I'm just gonna pick up the optional side quest and leave the rest of the main building for later. Then going to Trista, picking up the radio side quest, and then talking to everybody in Trista, because we need to find a person to deliver a package to that we don't know who yet. And we need to question people for comments for the radio station. So we need to talk to a lot of people in town probably in order to get that fixed. So I thought if we pick up the optional quest first and then start talking in the area that we are with everybody, I think we can talk to everyone, find any potential items, recipes, hidden side quests along the way while completing those optional side quests. And if we end in the main building, we can do Instructor Beatrix as last and then have everything done in a really nice package. Will we be able to do it in this episode all? Probably not, because I expect there to be a whole lot of people we need to talk to, but like always we'll take our time doing so, because we want to know everything that's going on. So let's start up with a plan and pick up the first of our 2 optionals. Oh, excuse me, I heard that a package was mistakenly delivered to Class 2. Is this where I can pick it up? Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Do you have a minute? I'll show you right now. I've got a minute. Let's see it. What a relief. It's right over there. Margarita, he says he's here for the package.
Oh, how fortunate. I was just about to put it away myself. Come along now.
Okay then. Rean investigated the contents of the package. Are these cones? That they are. We were planning on setting up some boundaries for our Stellar Garden, but not with anything that garish.
None of us ordered them by mistake either. We suspect that they were meant for another class.
Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure I saw some cones on the field. I'll take this over there and ask around. You mean it? Ah, thank you.
In that case, we will leave this matter in your capable hands.
Quest mill mix-up started. And I'm pretty sure when we get to the field, it's not gonna be for the field, is it? Even though I can see why Rean would think that. But yeah, we're gonna stick to the plan. And just go to Trista, pick up the other quest and start, well, looking and talking around. And who knows? I'm hoping that we might be able to fish as well and fish up that last fish that we haven't caught yet. And of course, hopefully maybe find the last 2 recipes as well. Because so far, I think we're on a really good position with getting all the books, all the recipes, all the fish. We won't be having all the quests because we missed one at least. I think this playthrough has been very well done. I'm very happy with how it went. It's a blind playthrough, so can you get everything? Probably not, but I think I did a very fine job. And if we're ever gonna replay this in the future on a stream, we'll figure out the things we've missed. Definitely. Misty was very excited to go to the Academy Festival. I overheard her talking about how she'd like to report on it while she walked through samplings of all the food stalls. The director suspected that all she wanted was an excuse to eat though, so he didn't approve it. We haven't delved into providing live coverage of events just yet. Michael's been interested in doing so for quite a while though. That'll be very interesting. Oh, sorry to keep you waiting, Michael. Oh, there you are. I'm just glad you could make it at all. Our special tonight, but some people still haven't submitted what they want us to say during it. I mean, we could go ahead without him, but it will feel kinda unfair if we did. I imagine it probably just slipped their minds considering how much everyone has to do right now. But you are taking the time to give everyone's event coverage, so I'm sorry that they put you through this. Ah, don't sweat it. The festival's giving us some good material every year. You won't see me complain that the students are making it better. The Academy's been getting lots of coverage ever since what happened last month too. Ah, sorry. We don't have the time to shoot the breeze about that. So, you got time to get this done? Of course. Because like I said, this is the second person we are talking to, so we're gonna talk to everyone in town. So I'm pretty sure we'll get that comments sorted out. You bet. You'll be broadcasting tonight, so let's get this done as quickly as possible. You are the man. I'm still waiting on replies from Class 1, 5 and the Occult Research Society. I don't know where the people in charge of them are, but you probably will since you all are from the same academy. Go get those comments. Leave it to me. Class 1 should still be rehearsing for their operetta, so I'm sure that's where I'll find everyone. Class 5 is Mishy's Panic, being set up in the gymnasium, which leaves the Occult Research Society. I guess I'll head to their club room? Right then, let's get going. Don't we need to talk to Musk as well, because he has always some prime material for the radio station. I'm still waiting on replies from Class 1, 5 and the Occult Research Society. I don't know where the people are, but you probably will since you're all from the same academy. Get those comments. Yes, we will. And like I said, we will talking to everyone around town, so even though there's some extra comments we can get for some potential extra AP points, I'm sure we'll talk to the people as well. Do we actually have like... No, we don't have points to spend on events, do we? Yeah. Oh, I'd like to go to the Academy Festival one day. We're always too busy whenever it's going on to go ourselves though. Such is the fate of all waitresses are doomed to, I suppose. Maybe. I've never been able to go to the festival, but I hear about how fun it is every single year. I guess that's the downside to being a waitress. There's not much I can do about that. Get a colleague, so they can work instead of you. Yo, looks like everyone's almost done with their festival setup. Just don't get all excited about finishing up and forgetting to take a break. The last thing we want is for you to get burned out before the thing even starts. It would be a pity if you couldn't enjoy it. Ah well, you youngins always go all out no matter what we tell you to do. Just don't forget to take a break if you need one, that's all I'm gonna say. Ah, we will, don't worry about it. Ah, Crossbill is reeling from a terrifying terrorist attack right now. Apparently, support for the independence is on the rise over there due to the sheer number of victims too. It feels like there's nothing but bad news lately. And if I'm afraid that things are only getting worse. Yeah, and that's gonna be Cold Steel 2, 3 and 4. Well, Crossbill's suffering a number of horrible blows lately. And I'm the only one who can see what direction the wind is blowing here? No, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people seeing the same thing and getting worried about it too. Because even I am, and I am just playing the game. Ah, I know students here who have something in store for the Academy Festival. However, he refuses to tell me exactly what that is. As you might expect, this worries me, so I decided I'd observe him myself. Perhaps this is what it feels like to be a parent. A little bit. I do wonder what he's planning. I hope my concerns are unfounded. Well, maybe a little bit. Because like we always said, the students do tend to try and go all out with these things. Alright. I'm going to make sure that we don't miss anybody. Oh, it's so exciting to see all you students running around here and there. If you're this busy, then this year's festival is sure to be exciting. Oh, how fun it's going to be. The Thors Academy Festival is such a good time every year, so I'm looking forward to this year's too. And good luck with the preparations. Thank you very much. This independence nonsense coming from Crossbill is nothing but talk, I'd say. You can't just gain your independence by tossing a bunch of mirror around. Besides, I hear Crossbill's government is completely incompetent, with the state's politicians arguing all the time. Things will fall through soon enough, you can count on that. I wouldn't be too sure, man, really. You can't just buy your independence, that will never manage to make it happen. I'm more concerned about what Calvert plans to do in response to this nonsense. Yeah, me too. There is a war on the horizon, I can just feel it. It will be really interesting to see where the story will take all that.
I should go to the festival myself when I find the time. I do need to visit Edel after all. Of course, I also want to see the flowers everyone in the gardening club's been working so hard to raise too. A number of new members joined the gardening club this year, so their flower bed must be in full bloom. Now I really want to see them. Especially Fees, cause they looked beautiful. Even though with the choices we made, we do not have one of the plants in our bedroom. I'm still a little bit saddened about that. A little bit. I'm bored. So I've been handing out flyers about what the gardening club doing for the festival. Want one? Nah, you should probably save them for the people in town. I'll be visiting everyone's event during the festival anyway. Fine by me. We're gonna be selling flowers and stuff during the festival. Edel said she'll be selling the herbs she's grown too. Come and spend a lot of money.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we'll be spending metric tons of money. If we can. No one else here? Seems like the new sister from the church will be taking kids to the festival with her. That's quite a relief for me, since I'll be very busy during it. I'm pretty sure Kay would sneak out and cause some trouble there without anyone to keep an eye on him. I'm glad that the new sister offered to take Kay and the others along with her. Her name was Rosine, wasn't it? I'll have to go thank her at some point. Yeah, Kay still thinks he's going on a date with her and not on a tour with the entire kid population. Alright, new Imperial Chronicle. And the Philosophy of the Blade. Is that for myself? Maybe. But there are 2 new books, so I'm already happy with that. Where is it? Well, this is a pretty interesting book. Might be worth talking to Crow about it. Yeah, Crow, I'm sorry, but you and Milliam, you're definitely not getting to level 5, I'm sorry. And having said that, if we are going back into the old schoolhouse and we do get to fight, which I do think will happen, do we need to take our level 5ers? Or do we want to go with level 4 or level 3 people just to see how far we can get them before the end of the game? I'm still contemplating that. Because it would be amazing if we could get everyone to level 5, but that's gonna take some massive amount of grinding.
Oh, thank you for ordering your outfits for the concert here. They're putting the finishing touches on them over in our main branch in Heimdall. They should arrive here this evening, so we ask for your patience until then. I've heard that your outfits turned out spectacularly. They should arrive this evening, so we ask for your patience until then.
I can't wait to see them, and I mean that. It's gonna be one amazing event. Like, for the girls, sexy, but decent, and for the guys, sophisticated. Definitely. Because I know if we let Crow do all the designs, they would be sexy and slutty, but I just want them to be sexy and decent. It's much better for a show like that.
Some important work just sprang up. Someone that won't be able to make it to the festival. We were so excited to go together too. Oh well, I suppose I'll just have to tag along with Rosine then. And that might cheer up if I buy him a really nice souvenir. I can tell he's sad that he can't go, but he's an adult. He can deal with it.
Yes, we adults do have to take all the shit that life throws at us, definitely.
Oh, I happened to bump into Alyssa when I was out doing some shopping for the literature club. No matter where you look, you can tell that the whole academy is humming with activity right now.
Oh, that reminds me. How are things coming along with your club's short story collection? I remember last time we talked about it, you mentioned the content was a little graphic.
Well, no worries. I managed to get that matter all settled. Dorothy agreed to tone the material down to a more acceptable standard. She certainly didn't make it easy though. Sounds like Emma had her work cut out for her. I still want to see her original draft of that. I really do. Just out of sheer curiosity. We're planning on holding a reading circle during the festival to go along with our short story collection. Thinking about reading those together as a group makes me feel a bit... well, embarrassed to say the least. Oh, Emily and Theresia asked me to go buy some materials for them. Oh, I meant to ask, how did our outfit turn out in the end? They were changed a little bit from the original designs, weren't they? Well, everything's fine. We'll get to see them this evening. What's with that ominous pause? Alright, I got in touch with Grandfather about the festival and he said that he really wants to make it here. Mother's one of the directors, so she should be there, which means our whole family might not be in one place. Nice guarantee, but it might be the first time my whole family's been together in 5 years. I really hope everyone can make it. Me too. For Alyssa's sake, I really do hope that her entire family can come and that they will be friendly towards each other, definitely. I'd planned on closing up shop when the festival started so I could take Tysel to go see it. But I gotta meet some punk client because they want to do business all of a sudden. Tysel, don't go to the festival on your own and leave me behind. Going to the festival with Tysel is always one of the highlights of my year. Why did this have to come up now? Well, when life gives you lemons, you just have to suck it up. Right, anything of our ingredients list? I want to have a quick look. I think we've made every recipe. The new ones at least. I don't think we have any question marks. No, that's good. We just... oh, 3 recipes. I thought we only had 2. Ooh, I hope that we can still find them. But once we find our next recipe, we'll see if we have missed one. We might still be okay. But first let us talk to everyone in town and then evaluate, because we might be able to get more than just one. Hoping. We'll take the dormitory with us as well. I doubt there will be anyone in here to be honest. Oh, Sharon, of course. Oh, then it wasn't Sharon we saw at the academy. That must have been Vincent. Those of us employed at the student dorms will be served as guides during the Academy Festival. Should you need anything on the big day, please do let us know. I'll be good having you out there. Are you sure you shouldn't be handing back to the Reinfeld company though? From what Alyssa told me, the chairman seems pretty busy. Oh, not to worry. She's handling the aftermath of the mine incident and the development of Crossbell with her usual aplomb. As such, I will be remaining here to serve Lady Alyssa and the rest of you. She really is wasted on us, isn't she? Yeah, basically, but I have a feeling that she's doing other stuff on the side as well that we don't even know about. And who knows? Maybe part of her being here is to keep an eye on Class 7 and the progress she's making. Not just for the chairman, but for the supposed other party she's working for. Which I have my suspicions who it might be, but I don't hope I'm right. And if you have read the comments, you know what I'm talking about. Those of us employed at the student dorms will be serving as guides during the Academy Festival. Should you need anything on the big day, please do let us know. We will. We definitely will. Right, have a quick look upstairs. Nothing. Sarah, are you out there or in here? Nope, you're out there. Good. That's where you're supposed to be. If she was here up in her room just drinking or something, that would be such a waste of talent. Could it be a sweater knitted by your own beautiful hands? So this is why you've been so secretive lately. Oh, Harrison, I've yet to hear your opinion on the sweater itself. I'm so happy, Hannah. I love you. Oh, I love you too.
So lovey-dovey. It's like there's an impenetrable lovey-dovey barrier making it impossible to even approach them. Let them have this. Thank you so much, Hannah. I really wasn't expecting this. Looks like this will be keeping me nice and warm during the festival. Oh, I worked so hard to get it ready in time. Now all that's left is for the three of us to enjoy the festival together. Like you should, as a family.
Oh, Mommy and Daddy are taking me to the Academy Festival. Daddy's got work, so we can only go for one day, but it's going to be super fun. I wonder what they're gonna have there.
Lots and lots of stuff. You're gonna have some good times there, Kurt.
There's a ton of fun stuff at the Academy Festival, isn't there? It's gonna be so much fun.
Alright, let's see if Mick has anything fun for us in the store. I hope not, because that would mean I missed something. Oh, here you go. That'll run you 27,800 Mira.
Ouch. No repeat customer discounts in store, are there? This bill better include the information too.
Of course it does. Don't bite my head off. Sounds like the red constellation still kicking back in Crossbow. It is anyone's guess as to where though.
I can't believe they were still hanging around there after a terrorist attack on that scale. Could you pass that info along to Toval for me?
Sounds like they're discussing the recent terrorist attack in Crossbow.
I guess Instructor Sarah's just as stressed about everything going on as we are. It's like the world's falling apart. Oh, sounds like your festival preparations are going along really well. You just stay focused on that and leave the grown-up stuff to us adults, okay? Don't you start rehearsing at the crack of dawn tomorrow too? Doing too much too fast will burn you out quick, you know?
I know, but we have to make it perfect. It is a rough world we live in, but there's nothing you kids should worry about yourself about. Not until life beats you down into a grouchy old man like me. Just forget about it until it hits you. It's a rough world we live in. Alright. We missed a juggler. Where did we miss this actually? Inflicts random abnormalities. Expensive as all hell, but we'll take it. Does mean we might need to do a bunch of grinding in the next place where we get to fight, because we need cash. A lot. Oh well, we'll be fine, I'm sure. Back to our standard mirror. Nice. Of course, there are lots of things we can sell along the way as well. Alright, good. I think that's it for the front part of Trista. I guess it's time for us to go fishing. You're looking awfully serious. Oh, perfect timing, Rean. I saw a shadow in the water that couldn't belong to anything other than Trista's guardian. Trista's guardian? I have no idea what that is. Oh, it's a tricky one. A fish so elusive, few people have ever seen it. That shadow was the first glimpse of it I've seen, but that was enough to tell me he'd be a powerful opponent. Marine, the fact that you showed up right after I saw it is definitely a sign. How about we have a competition to see who can catch it first? Sure, let's do this. This should be interesting. Oh yeah, apparently it won't even give you the time of day if it doesn't find you worthy. But with all the fish you've caught by now, that shouldn't be a problem. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna start fishing for the Guardian right away. You might want to do the same. No time like the present, right? I think it's safe to say that we've got what it takes to catch Trista's Guardian. What would you say to a friendly competition to see who can catch it first? Hey, fair warning though, I'm not holding back. I wouldn't want it any other way. No new rods we can buy. I'm hoping we get a last rank if we do catch it, like we are the best fishermen in town. Alright, come and give it to me. Come on! Come on, get it.
Wow, this is a big one!
The giant swordtail. Is that the Guardian? It has to be the Guardian, because it's the last one. Type got 20 of 20. And 200 damn points over a size of 255 rash. Damn. And a Sinin gem coughed up as well. I did it! I caught the Guardian! Amazing! So this is Trista's Guardian. It looked kind of like a swordtail, but also kind of different. Man, who would have thought Trista would be home to a fish this powerful? It was a rough opponent for sure. But you caught it, Rean, and even outdid me in the process. Well done! Now that you've been pulled this off, you've truly earned the right to bear this title. You are now officially a Red Angler. The Imperial Fishing Clubs love this title. I still have no idea what these titles are for, but there's no way I could have done this without your help, Kenneth. I would never build up the skill to catch the Guardian if I hadn't given me that fishing rod way back when. Then there's a constant support you've given me since. I can't thank you enough. Humble as ever. Oh right, I almost forgot. Here's your reward for becoming a Red Angler. You've earned it. Ooh, another Master Quartz Vermilion. This is really too much. Oh, believe me, when I said you deserved it, I meant it. Besides, it was cool of you to join in on my challenge when you were so busy. Now that we're done though, let's focus on making the Academy Festival as fun as possible. Right. Okay, that was amazing. Do we get... Ooh, another Master Quartz as well. Damn, we're getting a lot of extra Master Quartz now because of all this. Yeah, we need that. And this is still the same, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's still the same. And we can get our Terror Bomb here. We should be able to get it in stores too, right? By now. I can't believe you actually managed to land the Guardian. You are something else, Rean. Hope it doesn't mean you're done with fishing forever, though. If anything, you should be taking fishing even more serious now that you're a Red Angler. Well... we do still have a few tries left. Huh. Might as well finish it off with a couple of extra fish.
Wow, this is a big one!
Yeah, it doesn't feel as impressive anymore after catching the Guardian, is it? Yeah.
What even is this?
Well, at least we got over 1,000 points again. Huh. And we should be able to just finish up the points that we have. There is anything more we can get from it than a Master Quartz, and I don't think we can get more than one.
Wow, this is a big one! Huh.
Alright, 2 more. And then we can finish off the Trista part of town.
Wow, this is a big one! Huh.
Last one, another simplistic eel. Oh, well, I'll take it. It's no Guardian, still is a decent fish.
What even is this?
Alright, perfect. Oh, I plan on bringing Emil and Annie to the festival since they're both so excited for it. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem as though my husband will be able to join us. I did expect this though, considering the situation over in Crossbell at the moment. I plan on going to the festival with Emil and Annie. I might be more excited than they are. Oh, Mommy said that the Academy Festival is tons of fun. I wanna go. I gotta see how Kenny's doing too. Kenny said he's working hard for the festival. I gotta go see him. I wonder if he's gonna have a surprise for them, that he will be going, but he hasn't told them yet. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I'll be able to get to the festival with all the work I have to do. I hope Melissa and the children can enjoy themselves at least. It's been a long time since I've had the opportunity to visit the Academy Festival. If only I could get some time off work. Well, put in some effort, I would say. You should probably be able to do so, right?
Only 2 days left until the Academy Festival. Not that I'm counting or anything. Psah. I'd really be excited with something like that. I feel like I need to go and see Klein and thank him for his help. Mom plans on taking Annie and me to the festival. I'll have to go see Klein while we're there.
Yeah, because he's more than a tutor, it's his friend. So yeah, he wants to see what he's doing with the festivities. Which is of course understandable.
Oh, I'm gonna spend the whole festival with Rosine. I'm so excited I can't even sleep. Well, let's just ignore Kay for now and get excited for the festival. It's the biggest event in Trista and it only happens once a year, so I've gotta go all out and make it count. Well, just ignore him. I'm gonna spend the whole festival with Rosine.
Yeah, the realization that he's not gonna be with just her but all the kids in town is not getting through to him, is it?
Oh, Sister Anelia was curious about the festival, so I brought along a pamphlet for her. I plan on taking the children along and showing them around myself. I look forward to seeing how they react to everything. The children all seem incredibly excited for the festival. As such, I need to make sure that I allow them to enjoy it as much as possible while taking them around. Even though you'll be busy leading the children around, don't forget to have a little fun yourself. This is your first Academy Festival after all. Thank you, Sister Anelia, I will.
Besides, if she's going to everything with the kids, she will see everything of the festival. Ah, I see that you're all in high spirits for the approaching Academy Festival. Please, do take care not to injure yourself during your preparations. I will be praying for your success. The Academy Festival will be one of the defining moments of your youth, so please try not to hurt yourself as you prepare. I will be praying for your success. Ah, success is guaranteed. The only thing we need to worry about is having fun with it, I'm sure. Alright, 2 more locations left. And then we'll have all Trista done and dusted for.
She seems so happy. Maybe I'll bring her some more another time.
Yeah, how many more times can we give her some milk? And will we still get something for it? Like just a simple thank you for coming from her mouth, and that will surprise us because she can actually talk.
Oh, we will be serving Eastern tea cakes at our tea house. Only problem is, Colette's in charge of everything. Which is worrying because she's kind of not all there, if you know what I mean. Oh, I'm putting up flyers for our attraction. I've got to hand them out to the people in town today too, so it's gonna be a busy day. Oh, my class is going to an event called Gates of Avalon for the festival. It's all about some card game that all the boys like. Where could that room be? Asking a boy I don't know for helping kind of nerve-wracking. But I can't let something like this hold me back, not when Laura's practicing so hard for her concert.
Yeah, everybody needs to give them their all. And we are still not allowed to go into the dorms.
Maybe one day. One day.
Alright, let's see if we can give the new recipe to our mate here.
Everyone's spirits are so high when the Academy Festival draws near. I can't go 2 steps in the upper class dorm without hearing someone talk about taking down class 7. It's so nice to see everyone having such a good time. Wow, I had no idea such delicious looking food existed. Thank you very much, this should be a great help. The Academy Festival is perhaps the most important event of the year for the students here. I wish you all the luck in your preparations.
Thank you very much. We'll definitely need it. Oh, only 1 day remains until the start of the festival. Preparations for Class 1's operetta are proceeding according to plan.
My apologies to Class 7, but my support lies entirely behind Master Patrick's and his class. No need to apologize, I figured as much. I just want both classes to put on a great performance. I am grateful to hear that, and I'm sure Patrick will be too. Preparations of Class 1's operetta are proceeding according to plan. I can hardly wait for the day of performance to arrive. Well, let us say we're gonna blow our bit straight out of the water and have the best event ever at the Academy grounds. Definitely. But for now, we are going to leave the episode here. We've done the entirety of Trista, which is a lot in itself, but we still have a humongous task left for us, and that is the entirety of the Academy grounds. And we are going to do that on the next episode. And like I said, we're going to do all the outer surroundings first. So all the people outside, the field, the old schoolhouse. And then we're going to move around with all the buildings, the gymnasium, the auditorium, which I'm pretty sure will be open because they are practicing their operetta. The Union Library, and ending it off, of course, with the main building. And hopefully after doing that, we will have completed the package and the comments section of our optional side quest, so we can start picking up Beatrix's one as well. So, lots and lots to do, but until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we talk to more people about all the preparations they are doing for the festival. See you then. Bye bye.